Hello. So today we're going to be doing a full beat, or at least what I like to call my full beat. Yeah, just gonna play a little bit of makeup because I'm not going anywhere. Might as well give out a tutorial. So first thing I like to do is start off with freshly cleansed face and moisturized. And the moisturizer that I use has the SPF in it, so that just alleviates having to do all that. 2 steps in one. All right. So we're gonna start off with our Elf Primer Grip, Power Grip Primer. Lord Heavenly Father. All right. Now I tried recording this 2 times, and the stupid footage, it just up and disappeared, deleted, whatever you want to call it. It's so annoying, like so annoying. I tried doing it twice yesterday, and I got annoyed. So I said, fuck it, I want to make dinner. So you want to make sure you get that all over the skin. Then my first step that I like to do, if y'all see me looking back and forth, I'm looking at my camera, I got the cameras. Okay, anyway, so I like to start off with my brows. What I use for brows is the Maybelline Express Brow in the shade 257 medium brown. I recently just got my eyebrows tinted and waxed, so I don't really need to do too much, but still want to fill in the areas that are kind of fading. So yeah, just blend those in. Now I don't go in with any type of gel because I find that my brows are already thin and they're already straight, so I really don't need any extra product to like lay it down. So yeah, I just go in with the pen, add a couple strokes of the hairs, and just add a little bit back into the brow. This brow gives me so much hell for like literally no reason. I can't stand it. I don't understand what's the damn problem. Like, anyway, those are done. Now, the concealer that I use for my brow, I just use it for my brow, is the Revlon Glimmer Brightening Concealer. I had it for a while. I don't know if it rubbed off or not. I don't know if that's even the numbers, 165 something, child, anyway. But it's a little bright, not the brightest that I have, but I just like to put a little tiny bit, because like I said, I just got them done. I just like to let it sit, you know? Then I am a beauty blender girl, so what I like to do is kind of use the same beauty blender that I use with my foundation, just to put a little bit of that color back into it, so it's not too bright. I don't really care for a super bright chiseled eyebrow. Like, what's tea? Anyway, I just go in and blend that out, nice and seamless and chiseled. I do the foundation. This is, you know, the best. In the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 340 Cappuccino. So, again, going back in with that beauty blender. I don't wet mine. It's dry. Pat those in each area. Just keep using that, and then start to blend. After that, I like to go in with my Tarte concealer in the shade Medium Honey. And I like a bright under eye, so I kind of just really focus it right in there. Not too much in the inner corner. I like to put some on the tip of my nose and a little bit up here, right in between the brows. And then I like to let it dry also a little bit, so I like to go in, depending on the look I'm going for, if I go like for a really pink, peachy look, which is what we're going to be doing today, go with the pink theme, I go in with my Juvia's Place blush in the color Blush Lily. And these are really pigmented. So all I do is put like a smidge right here, smidge right there. So you don't need too much. And I like to let that dry down. Now, if you can't see, I have stars right here that I also like to give a little bit more coverage to. So I go in with this Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer, because this is like my shade for extra coverage. It's in the color Deep Bronze. Love this stuff. Just kind of add that in there. And up here. This has really good coverage. I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit. Now, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender again, let that dry down just a tad bit, and then I like to start going in and start tapping that in. Starting with the concealer first before I start dragging that blush into it, because I like a bright pink under eye when I'm doing my pink looks. Kind of go off to the side and start using that pink and blending it all the way up. Then on to the next side and do the same exact thing. And then, before anything starts to crease a lot, I like to go in with my setting powder as quick as possible. I'm a little late behind because I'm trying to give you all a tutorial. But this is in the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass in the color Pink Rose. And I just like to take my triangular puff pad, get a little bit of that on there, tap the excess, and just swipe that on there to set that in. It's a press powder, so you want to give it a good press while you're putting it in so it can really set that makeup in place. So we're going to let that sit in there. Right now it's very bright, very pink, but we let it bake and sit a little bit. Now this may be controversial to some people, but I don't set my forehead. I haven't gotten to that yet. I don't know. It doesn't crease or anything. Really. I mean, it does. Like, you can probably see the creasing, but I don't know. I have to find a shade that really works and makes sense for me. So I haven't figured that out. Blend that nose in to get a little brightness. Now it looks a little bright. I know. We're going to go in with some contour in just a moment. I also am not a bronzer girl. I don't know how to use that yet. I'm just being transparent. I'm letting y'all know. I'm letting y'all know, you know, what I know, what I don't know. One day I'll get there. Haven't gotten there yet. Alright, and then, so, like I said, to get rid of all the, like, ashy, shiny, whatever you want to call it, pieces, I like to go in with the Halo Glow by e.l.f. Contour. And mind you, all of these products are very inexpensive. This is what I started out with, and this is just what I like to keep using. I like to bring it out. You want to make sure that you're going with the contour of your nose, whatever you like. If you like the more chiseled look, or, you know, whatever. I like to go down both sides of the nose, bring it around to the tip a little bit, and round it out just to give me that button nose that I like. I like to make sure I kind of bring that into my eyelid as well when I start to blend it out. Now over here, I just got to like a tiny bit of that over here, right under that concealer and blush, just a little bit, just to chisel that back out. And then I like to add some more color up at the top if it got, you know, drowned out with a little bit of that concealer and that blush. I just use that other side so I don't get like be mixing pink and stuff all over. And I just start on that nose, start blending that out. Ever since I was a little girl, playing in my mom makeup because she was, you know, an ambassador. What's the word that they've been doing? I don't know. Y'all remember when people used to be doing that for Mary Kay? These are the lashes I was using. This last one. I ain't put strip lash on in so long, so we about to see how this goes. I got these off the TikTok shop. I don't even think I have lash glue. Can you use individual lash glue for strip lashes? I don't know what to say. I like to use tweezers, but tweezers, I can't use my fingers. Let's measure it and see where that thing's gonna be sitting. Oh, it's gonna be all the way. I got a small lash, so I got a small lash line. We're gonna see. What's T? My first time using these, I'm excited. Okay. I like to use. Look. Let me come back. So we got them on. They're cute. I like it. I ain't had a strip on in so long. Like, let me find out. What's T? Anyway, now we're gonna go in with that Mary Kay. Talking about on the bottom lashes. Alright, now that we have that on, let's move on to my favorite part, and that is the lip combo. Alright, so next we're gonna go in with a nice little pinky brown darky lip. We're gonna go in with our Mary Kay, of course, with the shade Dark Chocolate. They don't even make this color no more. Like, I'd be so sad when it runs out. Like, look how just smooth that goes on. Look at that color. And I got pretty big lips, so I don't go all the way around like the actual lip. I go a little bit under, just to also accentuate my shape. Alright, then we're gonna blend that a little bit. Now, my favorite colors to go in with the pink combo is the Milkshake for Me by Made by Mitchell. Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Cotton Candy. And then also the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the, I don't know what the color is because the thing came off on the bottom. I'll figure it out. I'll try to put it down below. Alright, first I like to go in with the Made by Mitchell. Put that in here. Like that. It's very pigmented, baby. Very pigmented. But we're gonna beat that down a little bit with the Anastasia. Very pink, very bubblegum, very Nicki Minaj like. And then I beat it down a tiny bit with this in the middle. Now, it's a little too bright for some people. You can put on like a brown at the top of it. Beat it just a little bit. The brown butter gloss. This is the Glam Light. I think this was for the maybe donut or the glaze. I'm not sure which one this one was for, but yeah. And then if you wanted to, you can add your beauty marks. Oh, wrong thing. I just like to go with the natural beauty marks that I have. So I have one right here. I like to accentuate back out, and then I like to add one right here. Maybe one right on the side of the lip. And obviously, we'll go in my matte finishing spray by NYX. I do see a little creasing right here, so we're gonna go in and set it up here after the fact. That just off. God. Please, Lord. Alright. And we have our final look.